Alright, in this video segment we're going to be making a celebrity photo. We're going to be using our faces and blending a celebrity's photo with our faces and making a fun print. So what we want to do is we want to open up a few photos here. I'm going to open up some black and white photos. You can find some celebrity photos, and also you need a photo of your face. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up 3 photos here. Okay, we've got a picture of my face, we've got Keanu Reeves here, we've got John Lennon, and I'm going to do a blend with all of these 3 people, myself. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you can take a picture of your face and try to take the celebrity's face and move it right on top. Now, those are about the same size already, which works out pretty well. And the best way to do it is just take your opacity down of your layer so you can kind of see through the 2 faces. Command T, and you can kind of rotate these and get it spun and get about the same place. And you can hit Command 0 so you can see the edges to get the faces bigger and smaller and get the noses right over top of each other and kind of squish and squash, you know. Then bring your opacity back up, and then take your eraser, and then with a bigger brush and a soft eraser, soft brush here, go ahead and start erasing. So what we're doing is we're erasing some of this of John Lennon, bringing in my hair and his face. And we're going to use parts and pieces of each one. So I'm just blending and erasing here with a full 100% strength. So my hair is now blending kind of with his. Using a little bit of my ear, a little bit of his there, which makes it look pretty interesting. My chin there on his. Okay. And a really good way to do this as well is to take your, it looks like a different person here, a little bit of thinning hair, okay, so we can thin his out, or I can go back in time, Command Z, or even Command Option Z to go back a little bit further, and then blend. And another fun way to do this is, if you've gone too far, go back in time, but to really blend things, turn down the opacity of the eraser. Instead of 100% strength, okay, so I'm doing 100%, which looks pretty good in some places, but turn down your opacity. Opacity is right here. Then you can kind of blend the 2 together. And just clicking and blending, you can get a little bit of both. Okay, kind of blending the 2 skins, mine and his. You can kind of make it look more real. Okay, so I'm using a little bit of his hair and a little bit of my hair and blending the 2 together. Okay. And again, you can hit Command T and you can stretch things out and kind of get it where you want as well. Okay, pulling things down a little bit. Okay, also you can, okay, so when you get that done, oh, now if I want to use part of his nose, or my nose through his, I'm just going to erase his nose here, bringing mine through. So I can kind of bring my goatee here. And again, I'm turning down my opacity down to 50%, so I can kind of blend the 2 skins. So using part of my nose and part of his, which looks pretty darn weird, huh? Looks like a whole new person, a different person. That's exactly what you want to do in this case. All right. Now, the next thing to do is we're going to flatten that. So I'm going to go Layer, Flatten Image, so it's all one. And I'm going to drag that over to this, I'll put that away, this Keanu Reeves here. Okay, so I'm going to drag this over here, Command T, and get that about the same size. And then again, we take our eraser, 100%, maybe a little bit smaller brush. Well, first already just kind of erased a little quicker to get a lot of this gone. And then before I go too far, I want to turn down my opacity So I'm going to turn this one off and turn my opacity down so I can see through the faces. And Command T, kind of get the eyes over the top of each other, stretch things out, okay? Kind of move things into place. Now, again, turn the opacity back up, and then take your eraser and start erasing some more. Blending hair together a little bit here, sides of the face. Okay, and then make your eraser smaller. And again, if you mess up or you don't like what you've done, and I don't know if I like to do that, that looks weird. Command Z and then Command T, and you can kind of stretch and move and make the faces match a little bit more. And if you feel like the face is too big, hit Command 0 so you can see around the edges. Okay, and kind of get it into place. Going to look at the other one and go, okay, I need about right there. And then again, do some erasing. Pretty weird, huh? And then to blend that hair in, turn your opacity down so it blends the two hairs or the faces together in hair, and blending things together. More there because his face is dark on the sides, and of course that face is pretty big, but again, if you reduce things a little bit, it gives a really interesting effect. So I blended 3 celebrities. Well, I'll say 2. I'm not a celebrity, but oops, take my eraser and blend that some more and do some things, kind of blending the hair and stuff. And again, if you want to use Keanu's nose, you would just start erasing to bring the other nose in, which is not working too well. So let's go back in time. We need to have that nose there. But his ear. And again, I'm taking 50% and keep erase, 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 erase. And a little bit more of that. And it just gives a really weird effect. Okay. So again, I'm erasing that face and trying to get some of there. Another thing is you hit Command T, hold down Command and it skews the photo. So you can really kind of skew it down so it's looking down, which even gives it a better effect. And again, more erasing to bring everything together. There's so much more light here on his face and not John Lennon's and mine. I'm just erasing, 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 and getting a really funky effect, aren't I? Bringing both faces together. It's just fun. So if you turn this off, see, face, face, okay? And then just make sure you erase so you don't have anything left over. Okay? So that's blending faces. I think black and white works better, but you can do it in color. See what you can do. Have fun.